This is Melissa Thomas for Florida National News. We are here at the Citrus Club in downtown Orlando for the Indian American Chamber's monthly Business After Hours event. Tonight's event actually doubles as a panel discussion. Tonight's going to focus on young professionals here within the Indian American Chamber. The Chamber wants to pour into the younger professionals in the community to help them develop their businesses as they are on the rise. So stay tuned. We'll be interviewing several of the panelists, including several elected officials. District 6 Commissioner Bakari Burns is here. He's one of the panelists. Orange County Commissioner Mayra Uribe is another panelist. And Kevin Sutton, her husband, he is one of the panelists as well, given his marketing experience from his long time work with ESPN. So stay tuned for those interviews. Talk about what it means for you, tonight's event in terms of imparting that key business knowledge to the younger community.
So tonight's event is to really bring in young professionals or business professionals together to communicate among each other, learn what's going on in the community. So we brought 4 commissions out today to kind of talk about the economic status of our community. So not just building and fostering relationships, but we want people to know that, hey, this is in the community, what's going on, and how we can help bridge any gaps and help each other make their business more prosperous.
Talk about kind of the evolution that you've seen in the business community. Have you seen an increase in younger professionals wanting to dive in?
Yes. First of all, thank you for being here as always in all our events. But yeah, young professionals, as our year has gone by and coming out of a little bit of the COVID, our events have actually increased. We're seeing a lot more young professionals come out and because they want to network. They want to network with the older generation that has established businesses, to learn from them, maybe even ask for mentorship or potential business opportunities. So this way, this is a great avenue for this event like this for people to network among each other to get that context.
I think it's great because a lot of times people don't take business and government together. So for us to have an opportunity to say, here are some endeavors that can help you, and we understand you. So tell us also some of the things that you're going through and some of the steps and struggles. Because if we don't hear from the businesses, we can't assume at government when we're making decisions or trying to improve for businesses to thrive that we know what's going on. So this is great for not only me, but I think for the audience to know that they get a direct conversation with us, and we're going to take that back to our roles.
Awesome, man. Is this I was asking several of the panelists tonight, but is this your first interaction with the Indian American Chamber? Like, what's your history with the Chamber, and how has that relationship grown?
Well, I'm actually a member of the Chamber because I think it's important as an elected that we are engaged and involved, not just today, but prior to today and after today. So, and I understand, as a former business owner myself, I understand and I want to be there and I want to advocate for them, but I also want to share with them opportunities that the government may have that will help their members.
To be here this evening to tell them what we do here in the city of Orlando and have them understand that the inclusion and diversity and the melting pot here in the city of Orlando is something that is for them, and how integral they are for the success of this city, and whatever input that they have is so very important. Especially when it comes to the Indian community. They are, I believe, so diverse. When we talk about engineering, when we talk about the medical field, when we talk about the tech community, they are the leaders in this community. When we start really talking about economics, and how they have helped this community flourish, and to see the millennial Indian Americans that are so integral a part of the downtown Orlando and just Central Florida, and let them know that we are available for them and whatever ideas and however they want to lead in the future.
But we pride ourselves in Orlando as being a very inclusive city. And so it's important for me to be at events like this, especially the Indian American Chamber, to show my support, but also be as a resource for those young professionals, getting them connected with opportunities, but also encouraging them to get involved with their local city government. So it's a pleasure to be here, and then I learned a lot as well. So look for these opportunities. And then District 6, the district that I represent, is very diverse. So we have to find ways to come together, connect each other, so we can share again our experience and then get connected to help move Orlando forward.
I think the best part of it is being one in marketing for so long with ESPN has given me a different outlook on business, but being a contractor for over 30 years in this area and then having a staffing agency that I've started as well. So I've always been involved in the business and entrepreneurship, but realizing how things grow and how they pull back and being able to give like insight on what I'm seeing from the job industry, but also what I'm seeing from the service industry, where it comes into people aren't calling me to renovate their home right now because they're scared. One, will they even still own a home? Or two, will they have a job? So like that changes a lot. So when we talk about development still moving, it's really not moving in all areas of construction. It's moving in particular spots. But that's why I pivot. You know, a lot of business owners are scared to pivot, or people are scared to change. And I think that's my testimonial right now, is being willing to change what I'm comfortable with. And I think most young adults, but actually adults as a whole, aren't willing to change. And in life, it's about your career movement, and sometimes you have to see the availability for growth.
So, man, you're no stranger to dealing with youth and kind of young adults. Kind of talk about what that means to you personally, being able to pour into that younger generation.
Oh, definitely. Being with my dad, he was really always giving a lot of information on helping business people and helping others that work for our company, helping them start their business. And so I grew up seeing that, and my dad picking guys up off the street that were homeless and giving them the opportunity to be, learn a skill. But then now that same guy, Mr. Mike, he means nothing to you guys, but I met Mr. Mike on the side of the road at a McDonald's. My dad gave him food, gave him a job that same day, and now Mr. Mike has a wife and a kid and owns his own house and owns his own construction company doing electric. That was because what my father did that day. So I take that same passion of always giving back, but also realizing that just giving money out doesn't fix anything. Helping educate and giving people the power to make an impactful change to their community, but also to their self internally.
The Indian American Chamber continues their events, and as we heard from Chairman Jay Shah, the attendance is picking up, so that's great news for the Indian American Chamber, especially coming out of the COVID-19 quarantine. We will continue to keep you guys updated as to the next events coming up, and if you want to find out more, be sure to check out their website. But this is Melissa Thomas coming to you from the Citrus Club in downtown Orlando.